guys, how's it going? I have missed you. I'm glad to kind of have some time to chat with you because this whole few months, actually this year I would say, has been pretty crazy for me with like health situations and then getting a puppy. I'm 4 months pregnant. It's just a lot of different things have been happening in my life, and I wanted to kind of fill you in on some of those things while I am working on cleaning out my little side table. So this is what I've got going on right now. I am kind of just arranging things that no longer fit me. So I don't want to have a whole bunch of things that I'm probably not going to wear for at least a year or maybe more than that. So I'm going to just go through some things and arrange them while I'm chatting with you. While we're at it, oh my goodness, check out this Monstera. It was right there. I just needed to have some space for the camera. I fell in love with this at Home Depot. I told my husband, it saw me, I saw it. It needed to come home with me. I'm surprised that it's still going well after several months. I gotta show you this. This is totally not a minimalist thing, but oh my gosh, I thought it was so adorable. I saw it at Hobby Lobby. It was like $6. And I thought to myself, I don't need this. This is not a minimalist thing, but I always wear, what you call them? Earplugs, because my husband, I'm gonna reveal his secrets, my husband snores. So this is a nice, cute way to place my earplugs in at night. And it just looks so adorable. So anyways, yeah, here's my little quick peek. Okay, so while I'm arranging all my mess of my clothes, I want to tell you about some things that have been going on in my life recently. Obviously, I told you that I am 4 months pregnant, but I just want to fill you in on how we got Apollo and the weird way in which we ended up with the dog that we never really planned on getting. It was just kind of like God chose him for us kind of thing. I was listening to this book. It's by Francis Scovel-Shinn. I believe it's, oh gosh, I might have to find it and just like put it down here because I've listened to 2 of them, but it was, completely zoned. It is not the pregnancy brain. I am totally intact. What is it? I still don't remember. I'm gonna put it down here. Francis Scovel-Shinn. Anyways, I'm not sure if she's Christian, but she mentions Jesus and lots of Bible quotes. But to me, I thought it was a very, very, very helpful book because if you have had issues with like negative thinking and you sabotaging yourself or feeling unworthy or worrying about things that maybe you don't necessarily need to worry about, you need to actually put action towards, it's really helpful just to reset your brain for positive thinking and believing that you were created to be the best you that you can be and not be your own worst enemy by the things that you say or by the things that you think, because the way that you think affects what you say, which affects what you do, and it affects your whole life in general. So I've been really enjoying that audiobook. But one of the things that she was talking about in her book was how you have to dig ditches, how there's a difference between people that hope and people that have faith. People that hope, it's like, oh, well, maybe this can go the way that I want it to. And then people that have faith believe it without a shadow of a doubt. The thing that I have prayed for, the thing that I have wanted, it's already given to me. It's just a matter of time. It's already on its way. And all I have to do is just make sure to continue doing what I need to be doing, be where I need to be, and just wait, because I know that it's already been granted for me. And one of the things that she mentions is actually like doing something that shows that act of you believing. And one of the things that I think has been super powerful in me has been decluttering. And I don't say that lightly, because when you declutter, you're having that physical act of removing items, removing the fear, removing the scarcity, and removing the shame. Like maybe you feel like you should fit into something, or you should keep something because somebody else gave it to you and they're gonna feel bad, or you're like, all those things, like mindset games. You can get rid of that, and then you can make room for more beautiful things, for an abundant life in a different way. So you don't necessarily have to like shove your home full to the brim, but you see it differently because you have the things that you love. You feel worthy of having nice things. I grew up poor, I've mentioned that before. And one of the things that I've learned is that I didn't feel worthy of having nice things. And so her book has just been super, super helpful to me. She talked about how you must do an action, like perform an action that shows that you have the faith that whatever item is gonna come to you. So maybe if you're like praying for money, get yourself like a new little wallet where you're gonna put all this new checks that are gonna come in for you. or get yourself a pen. That's gonna be like your pen to make sure you endorse your checks, something like that. And for some reason, when she said, what is something that you can do to dig your ditches, to like prove this faith that you have, not this hope, this faith that you have. And immediately the first thought that came to my mind is, I want, not necessarily a big home, but I want lots of land. I want lots of land. I want, like, we have chickens, we have ducks. I would love to have sheep. My husband wants cows. I'm not dealing with them. Like, if he wants cows, he can have them. He grew up with cows, so he misses that. But one of the things that immediately came to my mind was, okay, if I believe in my mind that at some point we'll have lots of land, I need a dog. I need a dog that can just roam free, and me believing that I'm going to have that bigger yard. And we already have a fenced-in yard, so don't worry, Apollo will be very happy. He's got space to run, but I mean, he's a German Shepherd, so he needs lots of space. He needs lots of exercise. And the first thing that I did was put on my rational brain that was like, oh no, a dog, oh my gosh, they're lots of work. I've never had a dog. I used to be afraid of dogs, so like, I don't know anything. It's like I don't know nothing about birthing no babies. I don't know nothing about dogs. I didn't. So I was kind of overwhelming, the thought itself, and I kind of shut it off. But then I did think in my brain afterwards, oh, wait a minute, that's my rational brain. And my rational brain is always going to analyze and always going to think, oh no, you can't. This is all the reasons you can't. And how we need to like shut that off and just believe. And so I told my husband about it. I'm like, hey, I am thinking that we need a dog. And he's like, you know what? I was thinking the same thing, because today at work, one of my coworkers was mentioning that she was selling German Shepherd puppies. And I'm like, this is not a coincidence. Like, the same day I thought we need a dog, his coworker was selling German Shepherds puppies. First of all, I never ever thought that I would have a German Shepherd, because they're just big dogs. They're really smart. I always thought that they were really intimidating. And I don't know, I guess the idea of a German Shepherd really intimidated me. I felt like I wasn't smart enough or good enough for one of them. I felt like I wasn't good enough for Apollo. And eventually what happened is I got really excited and I was like, yes, let's do it. I feel like this needs to happen. But I got sick. We ended up not being able to pick him up. They ended up selling all of them, and it just didn't happen. And so I thought, okay, whatever. Like, I give it to you, God. Whatever's gonna happen is gonna happen. I do believe now. I am ready for a dog. We should have a dog for our family. I think it would be the perfect time, but whatever you want. And we were driving on a Sunday to Home Depot, and on the way, I see my neighbor's dog, which never comes in our yard, like never. I've never seen her in our yard, but she was there, and she was clearly either pregnant or nursing some puppies. And so we drive by, and our neighbor just happens to be outside, and I'm like, hey, your dog was in my yard. He begins to apologize. He's like, I'm so sorry, I never let her out. I don't know what the situation was, but I'm like, hey, that's not why I'm asking you. That's not why I'm telling you that your dog was in my yard. I'm asking you, like, she looked like she was pregnant, or she just recently had puppies. Do you have any puppies? And immediately he's like, yes, I have one left. He's so cute. You would love him. And immediately when we saw him, we're like, okay, we'll take him. He was so delighted. He was like, oh my gosh, I'm so excited that he gets to be with a neighbor. That way he can eventually like come and walk the street and see his mom and dad again. Like, that would be so cool, because his mom and dad are both German Shepherds too. And so instead of going to the Home Depot, we go over to the Walmart and we just load up on a whole bunch of puppy things. And it just so happened that somebody had recently given me some money for something that was precisely the amount we needed to pay for him. So I was like, this was just meant to be. It's really beautiful how when you do shut off that brain, that part of the brain that says all the reasons you can't, all the reasons you shouldn't, things do end up working for you. And in the ways that you never imagined. I never really planned that I was gonna get paid by somebody that specific amount, that specific day. Like, it didn't work in my brain that would happen. So I thought that was super cool. Apollo is super cute. He's so much work. I'm super tired. I'm super tired. I haven't had a whole lot of like pregnancy symptoms, but just tired. One thing that I'm really excited for is that I am going to do, I'm not gonna say it's my first public speaking. I've already done public speaking, but it's my first like bigger scale public speaking. It's gonna be like several hundred people, but I am excited. I actually do really enjoy public speaking. I like YouTube. I love the ability to be able to talk with you guys, but it's not as like one-on-one connection that I have when I'm with somebody. But it's very important to me that I not have the Facebook, the Twitter, the Instagram. Like I've been there, I've done that. It wasn't good for me. I don't think it's good for my family either. So I want to stay away from that while also being able to like have that connection. So hopefully this will be kind of a better way that we can do that. And if you have any ideas, like please let me know, because I need that balance. Like I want to do it in a way that's like healthy for myself and for my family, but also to be able to have like that connection. But I'm excited. I'm doing a little bit less of the YouTube, focusing more on that side because I don't know if you've ever heard of the Pareto principle, the 80-20 thing. I've spent a lot of time on YouTube, like thousands of hours on YouTube, and I'm not seeing that it's really creating a lot of impact. And it's not that I'm like bitter or anything. It's not that it hurts me or it makes me sad. Like I've enjoyed my time on YouTube. Like even though I have yet to make the money back that I've spent on all these things, like the tripod and the camera and all the things that I've spent towards YouTube, it doesn't really bother me because I've enjoyed it and I've learned a lot along the way. However, that being said, I do have other things that I enjoy doing, things that maybe I could get better at if I put more time into them, like public speaking. I did also do acting, like live acting before. I've been in stages like with thousands of people and I love it. Like I love just plays. I love public speaking. I don't know that I'm good at it. I feel like I get short of breath. I get short of breath because I just get so tired, you guys. I get so tired being pregos. But hopefully with practice, I could get better. It's the first time I've done it in a long time, like 10 years. So I want to get more into that and then a little bit less on the YouTube. So we'll see. Otherwise here, I think is where I'm gonna just share like thoughts, book recommendations, things that I'm learning along the way. So that's it. I'm gonna go ahead and clean my closet, but it's hard to do it with the camera. I need one of those like little, sorry, I pointed to the microphone, but you can't see it. The little pin ones that you put on your clothes. That way I don't have to continuously move the camera and I can take you with me in the closet. But that's it for today. I just wanted to fill you in on some stuff, new things that have been going on. And I'll chat with you soon. Bye.